Hey everybody, I'm Jesse Young and you're watching Jess Meisters Outdoors, and today I'm going after crappie. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be using a bobber today. I'm targeting shallow water fish. When I say shallow, I mean like 8 or 10 feet of water or less. Depending on, I've caught them as shallow as a foot. I mean, they can be very shallow. We're going in the middle of December. Right now the water temperature where I'm at is in the mid to upper 30s, so it's cooled off quite a bit, and these fish, they slow down a lot more. They still eat a lot, they just don't seem to have as much spunk in them, and they're just not as aggressive. So one of my favorite ways to do that is I use a bobber. For one, I can stay in the strike zone a lot longer, fish that bait a lot slower, and I can stay back off away from them, so I'm not spooking these fish. Now, if I'm in deeper water, I'll do a lot of vertical jigging. That can be a lot of fun too, real productive. But when they're 2 feet deep, it's hard to do that. So, and there's other ways to catch these fish shallow, like I'm going to do today. But this just happens to be one of my favorite techniques and favorite ways that I can catch the fish. And if you guys would like, come along with me and I'll show you how I do this, and hopefully we get on them and start whacking them. That right there is fish right there. Right there is fish. And they're about 8 feet deep, according to that. There we go, on a bobber right there. Good fish too. There we go. That's what we're trying to do today. Looking for a bobber bite. Good fish. About 8 feet deep on a bobber. And you can see it is not springtime. There's snow on the ground. There's snow on that bank right there where I just caught that fish. So I marked them on the Livescope right there. I don't know if you guys can see them fish or not. See there? They're anywhere from 8 to 14 feet deep there. And I just set my bobber at about 7 or 8 feet and nailed one on the first cast. So no minnows, no live bait. Just a bobby Garland. That one hit as soon as it went out there. This feels like a good fish. Another good fish. Nice one. White one. Pretty decent fish here. There he is. And this is a little guy here, but he's a fish. That's just a little dink there. There, you guys see that twitch? He just twitched a little bit. That's about a 9-inch fish. I'm gonna let him go. It's another white one, but about 9 inches. We'll let him go. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but they when you do these bobbers, a lot of times they just don't take it under. A lot of people wait. They'll say, "Oh man, come on, he's messing with it." Well, if you see him messing with it, set the hook. Unless it's just something real subtle, you'll see what I'm talking about when you fish for them. You'll tell crappie. Usually it'll look like you popped your bobber, but you didn't. It'll just boink, just kind of like that. There. Oh, I felt like a good fish. How come they always feel so good when you lose them? They always feel good when you lose them. You ever notice that? I just put new line on my pole and it's doing that loop-de-loop thing. I'm gonna try to get back off away from them a little bit. Seem to be holding in there pretty decent right now. Oh, there. He hit right when I was popping it. See if we can get him in. That's another small fish. We'll let him go. We'll just let him go. And when you're bobber fishing, it can be a little aggravating sometimes because you get into a mess pretty quick, but it can be a lot of fun too. And they're still over there. There, you guys see that? He popped it that time. Can't tell. Yeah, that's a nice fish. That's about 11-inch fish there. That's a good one. He popped it a pretty good lick there. Pretty good fish. Yeah, we got some fish back in there again. Let's see if we can hit one in the head here. There's one. It's a little one, but it's a fish. Right there on that break. Looks like there's a couple good ones in there. That should be pretty close. Should get a bite right there. A bit. There he is. I thought they were laying right there. Is that a largemouth? Yeah. Little largemouth. There's one. Yeah. We'll keep him. He's box worthy. Yeah. But there's a bunch more out there. This is probably a 9-inch fish. I'm going to release him. He's legal, but I'm not going to keep him. About a 9-incher. Let him go too. Oh, this feels like a decent fish here. This is a good fish. This is a good fish. This is a good fish. Oh, it's a bass. Well, nevertheless, he's a good one. A football, a big old fatty. He ain't huge, but he's a fatty. Look at that thing. Well, he's been in there eating them shad, hadn't he? Or crappie. Or both. Pretty nice solid fish, healthy looking fish. He was just, I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but he just kind of, just real subtle. Almost looked like there was a minnow swimming on the end of my bobber, and I thought, well, I'll lift up on it, and sure enough, there was a fish on there. I would rather seen that be a big 13 or 14 inch crappie, but it'd be all right. There we go. It's about a 10-inch fish. Ouch. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw him in there. Catching a lot of white crappie today on this lake. I usually don't catch white crappie this shallow in this particular lake that I'm fishing, but I do catch them shallow occasionally from time to time, but this usually isn't the time of year that I do that. Usually the whites are a little deeper for me anyway. Not always, but like I said, this time of year, I don't know where you guys are fishing at, but some of your lakes or creeks or rivers might be different. Creeks, I mean. Just throwing a crystal bobby garland. This is pretty much my go-to. I mean, unless the water's real super dingy or something, and it's super cold, then I might go to like something with some pink or some orange in it. Maybe a little chartreuse. But usually if the water's halfway clear, like it is today, I usually just throw crystal bobby garlands. This looks like a shad. I mean, that's what they always are eating, so that's just, I try to give them what they want. It seems to work a lot of times. Like I said, it don't always work, but most of the time that's kind of my go-to color where I'm at. I know that kind of changes in different places where you know, people fish at, but for me right here, that's a pretty good solid color, pretty reliable. And there's still a big school of them there on the Livescope. Look at that. Look at all them crappies down there. There's a bunch of them down there. Real subtle little hit there. Very subtle. He hit it a little harder that time. He's a little fish, that's probably why. Well, he's about 9 inches. We'll let him go. That's about a 9-inch fish. We'll let him go. Man, there's a pile of them in there, man. I mean, a pile of them in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Look at that. They're not real deep. 8 feet. And we got, I'm catching them about 6 to 8 feet deep and 38-degree water. I mean, kind of mentioned that before. Don't think that you got to be in 40-50 feet of water, or at least 20 or 30 to catch fish, to catch crappie this time of year. Yeah, got one playing with it, coming up and just kind of nosing it now. I'll show you guys a little trick. If I start missing a bunch of them, I'll show you something else I can do. It ain't really a trick. A lot of people know about it, but I do it. But you give them a little, there, I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but he popped that one pretty good. That's about another 9-inch fish. We'll let these guys go. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how productive this can be, and there's days where you get on nothing but big fish doing this. I mean, you'll catch a lot of nice solid fish, you know, 10 to 13 inches doing this, 13.5 inches. I'd say they're down there now. There's a lot of little ones. First couple I caught were pretty nice, and then they're just kind of getting a little smaller, but there. Now it gets later. This feels like a little better fish, I think, maybe. I think this is a better one. Yeah, there's a better one. That's a nice fish. We'll keep him. Later it gets, a lot of times you'll get some bigger fish. It's a decent black there. It's a pretty nice black. And my bobber was laying down, I wasn't paying attention. This is a little guy here, we're gonna let him go for sure. You see that little twitch right there? This feels like a good one, maybe. I believe it is. If it's a crappie, that's a no. Daggone it. Catching all these bucket mouths today. They're fat little guys. There he is. What we got here? About another 9-inch fish. 9.5. Let him go. Catching a lot of them today, but I'm not catching no really big ones. But you don't catch a lot of really big ones every day. You just gotta. And I haven't moved around any. I'm just sitting here messing with these guys. I haven't moved from this spot ever since I come in here. I've just been fishing right here because I'm catching fish, so. Main thing is I just wanted to show you guys this technique a little bit more. You guys seem to like that last video. Now this fish here hit hard, but I don't think he's much. Or is he? Yeah, that's a good fish. Yeah, nice black. Actually, he's about 9.5 inches. We'll let him go too. I don't need fish that bad. We'll just see if we can catch a couple big ones here. We might throw them in there, a couple at least better than that. There's a pile of them in there. Now later it gets, a lot of times they'll come in really shallow, the bigger fish will. I'm not saying they will today, but if they do, we'll see if we can get some of them. Yeah, I got one before it even stood up. Monster.
Well. Well.
There's a fish, spinner. this about 6 feet. There he grabbed it. Uh-huh. Not as big as I thought they were, but see if there's any more down there. Yeah, there's some more over here. Let's go about 5 feet. Let's go about 5 feet. I don't think they're on the bottom. Let's do this. Oh man, right there, good fish, good fish. There's them ones I was looking for. Uh-huh. Nice. Slab there, buddy. That's a 12-inch fish. That's a good fish there. That's what I'm looking for. That's them marks I seen on there. He hammered it too. He crushed that thing. That's what we are looking for. Nice fish. That's a 12. Yeah, buddy, nice. He come right up after it. There he is. There's some bigger fish down there than that. There he is. This feels like a good one. He ain't as good as he felt, but he's a pretty good one. He's a keeper. We'll keep him. That's a pretty decent fish. Get a nice little mess in there. Hey everybody, I made it back. Caught a lot of fish today. Caught lots of fish. Caught several fish. Didn't catch any giants, but caught lots and lots of fish. Caught a lot of eaters. Plenty enough fish if a guy wanted to keep a nice mess and take home. I kept a few. I kept probably, I don't know, 15 or 20. I didn't count them, but I know I didn't have a limit, but I could have easily kept my limit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for coming along with me, and y'all have a really nice Christmas and enjoy the holidays with your families. And thank you so much for watching and coming along with me. I had a blast with you guys. And until next time, God bless you all. Merry Christmas and take care.